Howdy, fellow hunters. Recently I've noticed that when I play with my friends and they are spectating me, I often hear, "Wait, I didn't know you could do that," or something along those lines. And because of this, I decided to take my almost 1,000 hours of Hunt Showdown game knowledge and make this. 10 tips and tricks you might not have known about Hunt Showdown 1896. Another reason I wanted to make this video is to showcase just a handful of the well thought out and designed features of our favorite game. Now, to preface this a little bit, some of these things you might already know, but the amount of times I've explained these tips to my friends and stream audience suggests to me that the average player does not. So without further ado, let's jump right in. We have all been out of stamina with an immolator chasing us down at one point. If you can lure the immolator into deep water, he will not explode from piercing damage. That means you can shoot and knife the immolator without it exploding. You can hold Q down to lower your weapon. This is nice when you're trying to hide around the corner and don't want the barrel of your gun sticking out or even sticking through a wall. When you are bleeding out, don't waste time stopping the bleeding and then healing. Using any heals with the exception of the regeneration shot will stop the bleeding and heal you simultaneously. Doors have a few interactions that I use almost every game. The first being the direction in which the door will swing open. Opening the door while moving forward will cause it to swing away from you. Opening the door while stepping away from it will cause it to swing towards you. The same applies while crouching and opening a door, but now the difference is the volume of the door opening and closing sounds. As you can see, the door is much quieter when you crouch and open it. Combining these tips about doors can influence a lot in a fight. Crouching and opening the door towards you makes less sound, but also hunters outside will be less likely to notice a door swinging open towards them as opposed to the door swinging away from them. Also, if you know that a team is trying to set up crossfire outside of your door, you can swing the door open towards them to block off the line of sight of one hunter, making it easier and safer for you to peek the other. Trip mines can be placed next to barrels in order to trigger both the mine and explode the barrel when an enemy triggers the mine. Alert trip mines can be used to detonate both red and yellow barrels. And concertina mines can be used to explode green barrels. You can use a weapon with long ammo to open barred doors. What I do is ping the center of the bar from the outside, then find a wall that I can shoot through in order to shoot the bar, which will then open the door. Throwables make for great cover. Explosives leave a lingering smoke cloud, and fire bombs leave flames and a darker but smaller smoke cloud which you can then use to rotate. You can look at clues to determine if a team has already investigated it or not. This is useful for tracking other teams. This is an uninvestigated clue. As you can see, it appears to have a cover of rubble in the center. After I investigate it, the circle of rubble dissipates and leaves behind a caved-in, darker central area. You can shoot the wheel for heavy metal doors to close them behind you. This is useful if you are being chased and need to buy yourself some time. This also works with the levers for metal gates. And lastly, you can use poison bolts and poison bombs to exterminate crows and ducks in order to make your traversing the bayou or the mountains a little bit stealthier. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned anything, please leave a like or a comment and subscribe to see my future tips, tricks, guides, and highlights of our favorite game, Hunt Showdown 1896.